All right, Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kwadash. I want to give double honors to the pastors and elders of Great Millstone, a peace and salutation to the elect. This is Ashan coming at you once again from Baltimore GMS. And I was just thinking, the spirit came upon me to do this video on how Esau is gonna get everything he did to us double, because whether you fellow Israelites out there know it or not, it's a lot of things that's going on under the radar, our radar, because not the Lord sees everything. The Heavenly Father eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. So he sees everything and more, He sees more everything and more. He can count the hairs on your head. Here it is, you got billions of people on this earth. Just to give you an example of the level, because we don't even know the Most High is on the level to where as though we can't even understand it. That's how high he is. Like, for instance, an example to give you a like a example. He can count. It's like I was about to say. It's billions of people on this earth, and he can count the hairs on your head. He know exactly how many hairs you got on your head. So that's the type power we dealing with, and we his people. He loves us. Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. We the children of Israel, and you got this other nation that destroyed us. So common sense would tell you that here it is, we sin. Well, let's get the scriptures. Because we sin, right? So he was angry with us. He was wroth with us. All right. And another nation destroyed us. But these other nations, they do whatever they want. They sin like daily. And you mean to tell me the Lord is not going to do anything to them? Or they just going to get away scot-free? They just get away with child molestation, murder. Because Esau, he was created to be the devil. He been laying down his murder game. He been doing a good job. I mean, his murder game, his rape game, his psychological mind tricks he play on the Israelites to have them hating themselves. He's been he did a good job in that field, So you mean to tell me they're not gonna go through anything? I got some news for you. I got some news. The gospel. The gospel meaning good news. This is Zechariah chapter 1. Verse, I can start at, I'm going to start at 15. And it reads, "And I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease." So who are the heathen? The other nations, ranging from the Edomites to the Hamites to the Moabites to the Amalekites to the just all the other nations outside of Israel. They are at ease. They're not going through half of the things. I'm gonna say the majority of them, because these heathens are so damn cruddy that they got their own people going through some hardships. And 9 out of 10, I mean, not 9 out of 10, but half of those people that are going through the hardships that's in them other nations are Israelites, because we've been scattered amongst them nations, But the heathens are at ease. We the ones that's going through hell. Our women are totally against us. And it's another big thing in this so-called, I'm gonna say it's in the what they call a black community. It's in the Israelite community. It's a big issue, and it hasn't been really addressed like that. But colorism plays a big part in this thing. Growing up, it was heavy in the black community. It was heavy during slavery, and it's heavy now. But that's the subject that a lot of people don't like to touch. But Esau, that's why we call white people white, call them by colors, you know. And the lighter you are, the better you are. That's a big that plays a big factor in life. Ranging from getting jobs and getting wealth. The Lord gonna fix all that. But I'm reading on. It says, I and I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for I was but a little displeased. So the Lord was yeah, he was angry with us, he was wroth with us. But we reading here, it says he was just a little displeased. And reading on, it says, and they helped forward the affliction. So these other nations hate us. Another word, and you know what? I'm gonna get from here, Zechariah 1:15. I'm gonna get Isaiah. We're gonna go over to Isaiah chapter 47. And I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna start at 6. And it reads, and this scripture is basically the same thing, almost the same thing. And it reads, I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance and given them unto thine hand. Right. So the Lord was mad, angry with us, right? Because we went off. So the Lord decided he was going to use the other nations to discipline us. And that's what he did, you know. But this around this time, this way, this time he used the Edomites in recent matters, and the Edomites had put all the Israelites in captivity. So we're up under Esau right now. Okay, reading on, it says, and given them into thine hand, thou didst shew them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. So they didn't show us no, in the Lord, then it's the Lord speaking. The Lord said, thou didn't show us any mercy. And this devil ain't show us mercy to this day. I was just watching TV, and they just put the death of Jake. Everybody was trying to save his, I forgot his name. I had changed the channel, but they had just put a Jake to death in Alabama, what they believe he was innocent, you know? It's a lot of Jake that get put to death that's be innocent in these court systems. But this damn devil ain't got no mercy. You know? We reading it right here. The Lord said that thou didn't, let me read it. Thou didst shew them no mercy. So they ain't show us no mercy. And they still ain't showing us mercy. Always, Jake don't get no mercy within everyday life. They constantly playing trick mind games on us to have us going against each other. Basically the Willie Lynch letter. If you guys get it, the people, guys or brothers that listen to the videos. When you get a chance, read the Willie Lynch letter. It's fascinating because the Most High put the spirit on that Edomite to write that letter. That's still going on in effect today, till this day. It said, "Upon the ancient has thou very heavily laid thy yoke." Yeah, this damn devil ain't show us no mercy. Especially when we was in hardcore slavery. He would rape your wife or your so-called wife. We'd be ready to marry a girl, and Esau lay down with her. So that's a psychological mind fuck. And that wouldn't be the only time he would regularly do this. You out in the fields working, and he in the house sipping on lemonade, and having your woman as a concubine. You know? And you mean to tell me this same thing is still going on to this day? You Negroes ain't free. You still in slavery. Whether it be a 9-to-5 job, you don't have no freedom. If you pay taxes and you got a social security card and you got a birth certificate, you still in slavery, buddy. So he ain't show us no mercy. Jake is so mind fucked that he believes he's free. Jake actually believes he's free. Let's get let's get Isaiah. We're going to go to the 10th chapter, and we're going to start at 6. And it reads, "I will send him against an hypocritical nation, and against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge to take the spoil and to take the prey and tread them down like the mire in the streets." All right, I wanted Revelations. Salaki, brother. I wanted Revelations 18 and 6. That's what it was. Revelations 18 and 6. I had it. I read the wrong scripture. Okay, this is Revelations 18 and 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you. And listen to this, brothers, or fellow people. Listen to this. This is Revelations 18 verses 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. So who's going to get double? You so-called white people. You Edomites. Everything you did to the Israelites, you're going to get double. Everything's going to, you might have said, "Hey, I ain't do nothing to y'all," Well, it's the thing called reincarnation. You come back. You come back. So in your past life, you might have, hey, these Edomites, they were ruthless. You might got an Edomite that might give handouts to Jake in this lifetime. Might ain't never killed no Jake. Might have got Jake friends. Might have got, well, I got black friends. But in this past life, or in this past life 2 times ago, or so on, it could have been just in his past life. He might have killed like 30 Israelites, so-called black men. He might have raped like 100 black women, so-called black women. He might have raped and put to death like 100 black women. You know, because a lot of them wasn't getting charged with crimes back then. Going back like 100 years ago, they were ruthless. A lot of them would do a crime and get away with it because they had that freedom to do. We were in the enemy's hand, so they had freedom to do according to how they wanted to do. They had just the freedom to. Our life was in their hands, you know, so they could actually do whatever they want to do. You know, I know I bring this thing up, but I'm a keep bringing it out because we talk about truth here. You know, they were killing Jake, raping Jake. You know, doing whatever they please to. They got these fantasy porn sites. No, but I'm saying if you told her now, you know that she would tell that and they got these. They was doing that back then, because everything is reincarnated. So they was doing that a lot. You think that's just a fetish or a modern day thing? They was doing that on a regular. You know, they might not do it as much. They only do it on these porn sites and stuff like that. But they would that was a regular thing that Esau would do to Jake. That was ghetto gaggers on steroids. That's how they would treat our woman back then, every day on a regular, especially in hardcore slavery. You know, them Edomites had their way with us. You know, you think that's something. Sometimes they would rape them and then chop their head off, kill them. They did a Gad terrible. They would if a Gadite woman was pregnant, I did a little research on it, and they got a couple of documentaries. Whereas though they would whenever they would feel like taking a Gadite neighborhood down, they would come at nighttime and when everybody asleep, when guards was down, come in there and kill all the men, then rape the woman. But then if one of the women were pregnant, they will cut her stomach open and let the baby fall out and then let her die like that. So you devils got a lot to pay for, you know? That's why you don't see us walking around. There's nothing wrong with being happy every now and then. We're not saying it like we psychopaths or anything like that. But that's why you don't see a lot of us smiling all up in these crackers' face like that. You know? That's why you don't see that. I'm not going to be smiling all up in no devil's face like that, knowing that he going to stab me right in the damn back. You know? I was watching some, like a little street boxing fight. And what happened was the Jake, you had a Jake and a Edomite, like one of them skinhead KKK members or whatever. And through the spirit, they were fighting, and the Jake was a little smaller than the dude, and the Jake was kicking his ass at first. The Jake was whipping his ass, and the white dude started bleeding. So they would the ref catered. They kept catering to the white dude, the so-called Edomite. They like, oh, he bleeding now, time out. So they wiped the blood off and everything. Then there was another time where they let him catch his breath. They like, cut time out. let him catch his breath and everything. But soon as, I'm going to tell you this, soon as the Jake started smiling, they had a little laughing thing the way as though Esau grinned at him, and the Jake smiled at him and started laughing. And the Jake put his guards down. Literally, I wish I could find this fight. It was like a little boxing street match. Soon as the Jake started smiling and put his guards down, the Edomite came and hit him with a straight right, a left or right, and stunned him. And the Jake, he was dazed, and the Edomite saw him like that, and saw opening, and that's when he went to work. And then the Edomite finished them off and hit him with like a 2-piece and knocked the Jake out. See, that's what you damn Jakes get for trusting this devil. He pit when soon as the Jake thought he thought Esau was going to take a light on him, so he put his guards down because he was kicking the Edomite ass at first. But then the Edomite saw a little weakness. He grinned at him, and then the Jake go all smiling at him, and then they laughed. Right, both of them laughed. So he might have thought, oh yeah, Esau's my friend. He ain't going. Oh yeah, you misunderstood that one. So he put his guards down, and Esau came and just stunned them with the right, and then just finished them off. And the Jake probably was in his head thinking like, damn, you ain't had to go that hard on me. I was taking it easy on you. And then the Edomite just finished them off. Whop, bam, knocked them out. I mean, knocked them cold out. And I don't feel sorry for you Jakes like that. Because you shouldn't be trusting in this damn devil. He showed you time and time again, he's the devil. But you want to be trusting in this damn devil. And the Jake got knocked out for that, But I'm going to play this clip real fast.
This is searingly powerful.
Yeah. We wanted to literally make the connection to Africa because that's where the story of the Black experience in America begins.
And we're not African, we're Israelites. And Oprah, she just is phony. I believe she's Harriet Tubman in the reincarnation. Because Harriet Tubman, she worked with the elites back then,
Experience of being captured, chained, imprisoned,
Separated from your loved ones.
Separated from your loved ones, taken away. That's why we are so insistent on having a slavery sculpture at this site. Because if you do not understand the way in which this narrative of racial difference, this ideology of white supremacy was created to justify this. If you're a normal, decent human being and you see people like this being treated in this way, how do you justify that? Well, you say that these people
are not really people.
They're not really people.
Yeah.
They're 3/5 human. And that idea, which was shaped for over 2.5 centuries.
So you mean it's the Israelites were treated like that? The Israelites, the Lord's people, were 2/3. And we wasn't treated like no 2/3 of a person. We wasn't treated like 1/3. We were treated like robots, disposable. Because anytime somebody gets sick and you just throw them overboard, you just a commodity. So that's where we were treated like commodities,
Is critical to understanding then what happens after emancipation. These folks were promised freedom after emancipation, and what they got instead was terror.
See? So Esau, this the scripture we just read. Esau ain't had no mercy. No mercy. You set us free, and then you make it harder, and then you terrorize us after that. But the white man ain't the devil. You got certain YouTubes always talking about, oh, the white man ain't never do nothing to me just because you got a couple dollars right now. That's why I can't wait till you Jake's put. And you know what? I'm glad I brung up that incident where that Jake put his guard down and Esau just stunned him, because that's going to be all you Jakes, you 2/3 Jakes. You got your guard down. Esau going to come in for the kill. and he's going to take you out. And you know what? None of us we ain't gonna feel sorry for none of you. None of you Jakes. We ain't gonna shed a tear for you. Because we tell you I'm gonna bring out the scripture. We tell you time and time again that this man is the devil, but the white man ain't your devil. Cause you got your little goodies right now. You got your goodies, so you enjoy your goodies while you got them. You know, because soon as you put your guard down, Esau gonna come in for the knockout and knock you Jakes out. He was knocking you out back then, and he gonna be knocking you out now. The only difference is he giving some of you Jakes a little goodies, like your little car and your little house and your little couple dollars that you can go to Starbucks and Mickey D's and certain restaurants right now. But Esau's gonna come in for that kill, and we gonna be on the sidelines laughing at you. We gonna be laughing at you. You think we ain't gonna? The Most High gonna be laughing at you. The Most High even said that. The Most High. Matter of fact, if I could find it, we gonna get Ezekiel and I'm we're gonna get Ezekiel chapter 35, and I'm gonna start at 1. And it says, moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. So that's what we doing now, you know, through the Lord's will, through Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai will. That's what we doing now through this video, when we on the highways and byways, you know, we prophesied and telling you that this man is going down because of what he did to you Israelites, you know. But you want to go up against us. You want to come against us. So you know what's going to happen? You know what's going to happen? We're going when Esau come in for that kill, for that steal, like Esau knocked that other Jake out. I'm looking for that scripture where the Lord say He's going to laugh. He's going to mock. Let me Salaki, this ain't nothing but Satan. Look at how this thing acting. Okay. Proverbs 1:26. All right, let's go to it. You know what we're going to be doing? This is what we're going to be doing. This is Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 26. And it reads, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. You know? Let's go on. It reads, when your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish come upon you, then shall they call upon me. Then you're going to call on the Lord. You're going to be like, oh God. Oh God. It says, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. So you're going to call on the Lord when this devil come down on you. You're going to be like, oh God, save me, save me. Just like during the 9/11, this atheist, they had recordings of when the buildings go down. And this atheist, he was on the telephone with the fire department. And you know, they knew exactly, the fire department knew, or they know exactly who they was talking to because he gave the information. He's like, the tower's on fire. And then soon as they went down, his last words were, oh God. But he called on God, but he was a well-known atheist. He didn't believe in God. He was one of them Edomites, most likely that, was an atheist. that believed in all type of philosophies and things like that, you know. But I'm gonna tell you this: these elites, they know the Most High. These elites know the Most High is real. It's you low level devils. The elites know the Most High is real. You know why? Because they understand that Satan is real. You know, the left hand side, and the Most High control both sides, the left and the right. So, hey, you Jake out there better wake up, because the Most High's terror is upon you. You know. But I hope this was edifying. Till again, Shalom.